We are 1 week away from Election Day. There are 5 Senate races all across the country. They remain a toss-up.
Yeah, lots hinging on one of those races. In particular, in Nevada, incumbent Senator Catherine Cortez Masto is neck and neck in the polls with her Republican challenger, Adam Laxalt. Laxalt is a former Nevada attorney general who has campaigned alongside former President Donald Trump. But Cortez Masto is also getting some help from a former president. Barack Obama is in Nevada today for the 4th stop of his midterms tour. CBS News politics reporter Musadiq Bidar joins us now. Hey, Moose. So in a New York Times Siena College poll, Cortez Masto, Laxalt, dead tie, both polling at around 47%. There's only 1 week left until Election Day. So what, if anything, can either of these candidates do to gain an edge?
That's going to be the big question in these next 7 days. At this point, it's all about turning out base voters. Both campaigns and the state parties have been focusing on get out the vote events, turning out supporters and getting them to vote early. Early voting in Nevada has been underway for about a week now, and that's why we are seeing former President Barack Obama show up, all these other big names to campaign. But gaining an edge in the final days is going to require convincing moderate, undecided voters to turn out. There's not a lot of undecided voters in such a tight race, and every vote could make a difference. Remember, Nevada is a state that is essentially split into thirds between Republicans, independents, and Democrats. But it's worth pointing out that in the first 9 months of this year, when you look at voter registration numbers, as we have from the Secretary of State's office, 55,000 voters have registered as independent, 20,000 have registered as Republican, while only 5,000 have registered as Democrat. Now, Republican officials that we speak with who are familiar with this race point to that as a micro win and something that can help them build momentum in these final days. And so we'll wait and see to see what kind of results we're going to get from Nevada and how much of a difference these voter registration numbers are going to make in the final days.
Very interesting stuff. So you've kind of edged into this as an answer, but I'll ask the question anyway. Former President Barack Obama, he'll be campaigning with Cortez Masto tonight. When former President Obama is on the campaign trail, he often says, "Don't boo, vote." Mm-hmm. Does that have an impact? Is he getting people out?
Well, he is still very much a popular figure among Democrats, Tony, especially in Nevada. And it's a big deal that he's showing up here trying to energize Democratic voters to show up, telling them that, you have to pay attention to this race because there is a reason Senator Catherine Cortez Masto is considered one of the most vulnerable Democrats in the Senate. She's had the fundraising edge. She's had the spending edge. She has been on airwaves a lot longer than Laxalt, and yet this is still a close race. And so seeing former President Barack Obama, not just him, but also musician John Legend, labor activist Dolores Huerta, is a big deal. They're bringing out the Democrats are bringing out top names to try and turn out their voters. And it's not just about Senator Catherine Cortez Masto. It's about protecting Democrats in the governor's seat. Steve Sisolak is in a close race with Joe Lombardo and congressional seats as well, because Republicans feel that the environment in Nevada really favors them. They have been talking about this for a long time. They keep pointing to this line that Nevada is the poster child for the country's economic issues. And so Democrats see that too. That's why you have big names coming out in the final days to turn out the supporters.
Moose, as you mentioned, Nevada is interesting because it's split sort of 3 ways, Republicans, Democrats, and independents. What are the top issues that the voters care about in this election, and how does it vary from those 3 groups?
Well, it's the economy, inflation, and gas prices in Nevada, just as it is for voters in other battleground states. As we have heard from our conversations with voters, as we see from the data in our CBS News battleground trackers, Nevada has among the highest inflation rates in the state, the highest gas prices, in the country. And so the economic pain and anxiety that voters have felt across the country for the last 2 years has really been heightened in Nevada. And yes, the employment numbers have come up, but the economic pain is still there. And Laxalt's team has been taking advantage of that. At every campaign stop, at every rally, he points and connects Senator Catherine Cortez Masto to policies that the Biden administration has passed, the spending bills, the Build Back Infrastructure, the Build Back Better Act, the Infrastructure Act. Laxalt has been saying these are policies intentionally passed by Democrats that are now making your lives worse. In contrast, however, Cortez Masto has been telling voters, look, we have done a lot for you in the last 2 years. We have lowered healthcare costs. We are bringing more support for small businesses. But it's going to be really interesting to see in these final 7 days whether voters believe that these bills and these legislative agendas are helping them or whether they are ready for a change. And that's what the Laxalt team is hoping for. So we'll keep an eye on that.
Oh, with so many of the jobs in Nevada tied to the service industry, the entertainment industry there, I know it's been hard hit. It'll be interesting to see what happens. Moose, thanks.
Thank you for having me.